Brooklyn Independent Television.
Now from rental cars to bumper cars. Out in Coney Island, Sector B's Sherry Carabin takes a look at what's happening with jobs in a section of the city that's undergoing a lot of development. She also visited the neighboring community of Brighton Beach, where employment has started to climb for a different reason.
From the boardwalk of Coney Island to this shopping strip in Brighton Beach, the downturn doesn't appear to be hurting business in these neighborhoods. In fact, according to a report by State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli, the economies of these two communities are growing faster than the rest of the city, with the greater Coney Island area gaining over 1,800 private sector jobs in 2010.
People working very hard in this area to produce jobs, to open new businesses, and the community board, elected officials, community activists will work together. So we were expecting a good numbers on the jobs, but surprised that we have such a good numbers, and it's such a big difference versus some other areas in the city.
Many, like Eddie Mark, chairman of Community Board 13, attribute the recent gains to the 2009 rezoning of the area, designed to create a year-round urban amusement and entertainment district. Since then, the opening of Luna Park and the Scream Zone have drawn thousands of additional visitors, creating hundreds of jobs.
There's new rides in the area, and we have new attractions, and people are willing to come. With the attractions comes jobs. The jobs are seasonal at this time. We're hoping to get more jobs that are permanent and that are year-round, but at this time it's more of a seasonal job.
Coney Island has really turned the corner. We have a growing amusement park, a first-rate amusement park. That park maintains good jobs, quality jobs, entry jobs for Coney Island youth, training, responsible behavior, and that government stimulus where the city has worked with Luna Park is succeeding, and success means that the private sector is now taking over.
The boardwalk itself is also being transformed, with new offerings on the horizon like Tom's Restaurant.
Tom's Restaurant that is located right now, I guess, in Park Slope on Washington Avenue. And they're opening up another one here called Tom's of Coney Island. And they're going to be a breakfast, lunch, and dinner type of restaurant.
Some of our old favored restaurants like Ruby's Bar or Paul's Daughter are still here, but they did major renovation and transformation.
Next year, the historic B&B Carousel that's now being renovated in Ohio will make its way back to the boardwalk.
The aquarium's about to expand. Marty Markowitz is going to be funding a major new amphitheater for Coney Island.
Brooklyn Borough President Marty Markowitz has also come out in favor of a casino in Coney Island, should New York legalize gambling within the next few years.
It will be part of a Coney Island experience. Coney Island has the boardwalk, it has the beaches, it has the aquarium, Nathan's Hot Dog, it has everything. The casino will just add to it.
Whether or not a casino ever becomes a reality, the growth has begun spilling out onto Surf Avenue. This summer, Grimaldi's Pizzeria opened a Coney Island location, adding a number of permanent jobs.
I live around the corner, so this area I grew up here, and it's very busy here, and especially summer. Weekends, weekdays, when it's nice weather out like it is today, people are always coming in after the park, before the park, and everybody's just having a good time and in a good mood. I never expected a Grimaldi's here, but I love it. I've been to the other Grimaldi's, the original one. I love Grimaldi's pizza, and this area has changed over the years.
Many patrons say they like the changes.
They fixed it up a lot. It looks a lot nicer than it used to be. Because I used to come here back in the 70s when I was a kid, and it changed a lot. A lot of new stores and everything. And it looks nice, the neighborhood. It's a lot safer than it used to be, and a lot cleaner than it used to be.
My impressions were that it was going to be all run down, but when I got here, it was kind of nice. We got to eat at the famous Nathan's, and it was really good.
However, one longtime Coney business owner who didn't want to speak on camera says the city is not doing enough to help older businesses. And this patron is not ready to give the changes a glowing report either.
What I see happening to here, that all this is going to be taken down, and either they're going to bring in gambling, which I hope they do, because it'll bring a lot more money, but if you go 2 blocks in one way or you go 2 blocks in that way, there's really nothing. There used to be good lively neighborhoods, and it's not here no more.
Although not everyone is happy about what's going on in Coney Island, in the case of Brighton Beach, the changes are not quite as obvious.
Brighton Beach is the area where we do have some growth, but not as big as we have here in Coney Island. The growth that we see Brighton Beach area is mostly in social services, healthcare businesses. Coney Island Hospital is growing.
Brighton Beach does have a number of food stores and eateries, as well as discount businesses. St. Petersburg on Brighton Beach Avenue has been around for about 12 years, and the manager says business has been good. The store sells all types of Russian souvenirs, books, and other items, a perfect fit for the largely immigrant community, many who've recently come over from Russia and Ukraine.
A lot of stuff, very old Russian tradition, like gel or khakhlama. It's very old Russian tradition souvenirs. But we have some new products, like this silk pareo and the dresses. This is very old Russian style called palekh. This is beautiful pictures and very old Russian tradition. This stuff is expensive. You see, this is $100.
So who are your customers?
90% is Russian people who live here or around the states around here, and 10-15% it's English speaking, of course.
While Brighton Beach is doing well, officials are working to make it more consumer-friendly to those outside of the area.
Within the last 15-20 years, we've been trying to promote the idea that it should be for everyone. Promoting the idea that English language should be the first one in every label in the store. And while we're almost there, we're not completely there yet.
I think what comes out is that if Coney Island is successful, Brighton Beach is successful, and other parts of the neighborhood are successful too.
If we were to take a look 20 years down the road, what will Coney Island be like?
Now, I think 20 years is a long time to look forward to, but hopefully in 5 years and 10 years, I think there'll be more gaps filled in between along the boardwalk. 10 years from now, the neighborhood is going to change.
This is Sherry Carabin reporting for Sector B.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at bricartsmedia.org/BIT.